Hi, everybody. I think I'm live. The other stream that I had set up is where everybody is. I know you're at the other place, but it wouldn't start. So I'm hoping you can find me here. I'm going to hold here for a second. Let's see. I've got some people coming in. Is that right? Hi. Are we doing this? Is this working? Okay, I see a like here. I'm not exactly sure what happened with the other stream, but I will figure it out. So if you have my phone number, you can always text me. Yeah, so it looks like people are coming in. I'm apologizing again if you're on the other site and as we figure this out. So again, if you're texting me or if you're on this and you have my phone number, go ahead and text me that you're on. I know there was a few folks on the other one. Okay, well, it looks like people are liking it. So go ahead and you can always chat too. And you know what? I appreciate you're doing this so much, this new format. So I'm going to hold for another couple of minutes. If you want to chat, write something in the chat box, or you can. Oh, you're on. Good. Okay, good. Hello, hello, hello. So thank you so much again for coming. I'm going to hold here. I see people are coming in, and I'll work out the kinks of how to preset it and how to have the other video going and all that. So welcome, you guys. Welcome Tuesday live at 6 Central. I plan on doing this as long as folks are interested. The main reason I want to do this is because we are on a base level in trauma right now. There is so much uncertainty in our world, and I just want us to have a place where, on a consistent basis, we can come together and we can just relax and check in and do the first two steps of mindfulness, which I'll describe in a little bit. But just every week, just pause and settle in, because the body, right, this body of ours is a roadmap to our thinking. So if we are high strung or highly anxious or falling down into a depressive hole, the body is listening and responding to that. So we really want to be building in just mindful pause. Okay. So I'm calling this stand still for a moment. Just stand still for a moment together, right? Because you're not here alone. We've got like 5 or 6 people now, and hopefully this will grow. It's going to be a short practice. It's for all levels, so don't feel nervous. If you're not familiar with yoga, you'll be able to do this. Okay, it looks like people are here. Yay! Let's get started. First thing we always want to do is turn off our phone. And yeah, and come on over. So stand still together. And what we're going to focus on here is just coming into the physical body. Again, our physical body holds everything that we're doing, right? It holds our thoughts. So a lot of folks, when we sit to meditate, we immediately want to go into visualizing, but that's not what this is about. That's denying the reality of this human body that we have. So I want our classes on Tuesdays to really be acknowledging what's going on and then start to clear it out. So I want everyone to just come to your feet here, and I'm going to dork out. I'm all dorking out now. I want you just to move, just to move, just moving. And I want you to feel the way your foot, left foot, right foot, is striking. This class will probably be a little over a half an hour every Tuesday, maybe 45 minutes at the most. But I'm just hoping it's a little bit of a respite. It's a closing of the day, right? It's a pausing, and it's just checking in on where you're holding garbage, right? So you just moving your body. If you're a fancy pants, you might even go in a circle. Right? There's nothing graceful about this, obviously. I'm role modeling that for you. We are just trying to let it go. I always imagine this is like your big, heavy winter coat, and you're just trying to shake it off. Shake it off. I want you to imagine as we are doing this energy here around your heart, right at the base of the neck here between those shoulder blades. I want you to imagine that you're lifting from there. So you're lifting from this upper chest, okay? And now we're just going to swing our arms. We're going to come to the feet being still. We're just going to swing. Come on, how fun is this? Just swing. You're trying to acknowledge this human body of yours, right? And this idea that it just holds, it's just a container for you to hold in all those thoughts, all those chattering thoughts. And so we're just going to take a few minutes here, just moving through this body. We think so much about how much we weigh. We think so much about what we eat. We forget about these joints, and we forget about this letting ourselves relax. 2 more like that, please. Keep lifting from that upper chest. We're just going to take our arms up and down and up. Just moving those shoulder blades, especially if you've been sitting at a computer all day, just up. There's nothing graceful about this. There's nothing that you have to do. It's not about any kind of right alignment. All you're doing is lifting up your arms and lowering. And if your shoulders are tweaky, if you've got sensitive shoulders, you could just do whatever you can do, right? We're just trying to oil up these joints a little bit. Just little movements or big movements, up and down. Up and down, about 5 more, just big wingspan. Why are we doing this? This is your neck stem. When we move those shoulders, we get a lot of freedom in that neck. 3 and 2. We're going to turn into the neck now. We're going to come to a standing position, lifting from that chest. We're just going to turn the head. And as always, we want to notice that the head is turning and the ears are staying neutral. So oftentimes we'll turn and we'll dump the head, which just shortens the neck. And think about all that blood that comes into the neck. We don't want to cut it off. So see if you can turn that beautiful head where your ears are staying nice and level. We talk about as we age, it's one of the very first things that we lose the ability to do is to turn our heads, right? We just stop doing it. And so letting yourself feel this fluidity. I always think about like oiling up that spine. You got about 5 more here. Standing still, just noticing here, just noticing what's going on. Traveling down a little bit more to the thoracic spine, bend your elbows, keeping your knees neutral here. We're just going to turn the torso. Just turning that torso. I have people in the other live stream waiting on me, so keep turning. I'm going to go pop over to that other spot, which I don't know how to reach out to them. Just keep breathing, keep twisting through the middle body. And you guys are so great that you're allowing me to figure this stuff out. Keep breathing through that now. Going back, standing up nice and tall. Nice and tall. And now go back to standing straight up and let's take our arms up again and down again. Up again and down again. I'm almost here. I just don't know how to go back over to that other YouTube list. Dagnabbit, let's see. What is going on with your breathing? Can you find that exhale is a little bit longer now, perhaps? Okay, here we are. Good, good. Okay, let me write something to those folks. You keep breathing, you guys. You just keep doing it. You're doing so great. I'm so happy you're here. When you are ready, go on to your forward fold. So I want you to fall to the side here and just lean down. Oh, I don't know how to find those other people. Hopefully they'll find me. Two more deep breaths wherever you are. Yes, Jake, will you go try to figure out a way to do it, honey? All right, coming back now, coming back here. My kids are so wonderful. Okay, coming back to center. Yes, if you could go tell the other folks that we're on the other live, that would be great. Thank you so much. Now, coming back to wherever you are, and we're just going to turn the head again. I'm so glad so many people want to do this with us. Back to circling the head. Now come to center. We're going to focus again on this neck stem. And all we're doing is moving our joints. I want you to stretch and bend this elbow too. Stretch, bend the elbow. Feel that elbow bending. You could ponder your day, the things that you've done all day long, and you're just letting it go. It's like a big, gigantic eraser. 3 more. Just functional movements. That's all we're going to do is just functional movements, a push and pull, like the first men, right? The first humans that came into this planet, they just had this push and pull, these natural movements. Go to the other side. You just push and pull. Can you feel that neck having any more space there? Push and pull. So our connective tissue, right? That fascia, it gets really held and it gets really tight. And if we don't take the time to actually let go of our stress, it just becomes who we are. And so that's another reason why we're really going to focus on these functional movements. About 3 more, just push and pull, push and pull. 2 more, please. Push and pull and release. Beautiful. Now walk your feet to where you are standing hip distance apart. Hip distance apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, take your tailbone behind you and forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Your knees can be as bent as you need them. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll it up. And if you have any kind of disc issues, obviously you're not going to do the roll up. I'll modify for you this time what I'd like you to do. Everybody else do whatever you want. If you have any lower back issues, you're just going to take a halfway down and take your hands to your shins, bend your knees, and just feel that length. Maybe drop the chin and stretch. Or some of you all the way over, and we're going to roll up or keep a flat back, open up those wings, big wings, and back to center. 3 more, okay? Inhale. Let the body have this spot. Inhale, halfway up. And let it go. Strong, powerful arms here. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale. 1 more time, please. Inhale, reach it up, up, up. Feel your body. All this baseline uncertainty in our world right now, all this stuff you're hanging on to. And even if you're doing okay, even if you're not feeling anxious or depressed, on some level, I really think we are. There is just so much uncertainty that I'd like you to ponder the idea that maybe at some level you're holding on to some stress. Mental, emotional, physical. Let's go 1 more time here. Allow yourself to drop. Inhale, nice and flat back. And exhale. Last thing, come all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And stand still for a moment. Feel mountain pose, right? Feel yourself standing still for a moment. Stand still for a moment together. We're here together, just standing still for a moment. Almost as if you're in Shavasana, corpse pose, where you're leaning against the ground on your bed or on a yoga mat, and you can just lean back, stand still for a moment together. Beautiful. Very nice. I see some more folks coming on. Let's take our feet together. Now be careful. We're almost through with the standing component. I just want you to roll those knees a little bit. If your feet don't like being so close together, then of course you're going to change that. But just roll those knees. Take them to the other side, rolling them. Maybe you're going around on your ankles a little bit, moving those toes a little bit. Just moving our joints a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Pressing yourself back up to mountain pose. We're going to take our hands into prayer here. Slide the hands down so we get that nice little bonus forearm stretch. And we're going to take our hands down. We're going to turn the knuckles together so that the palms are facing out. And then we're going to roll them back up. So just opening up these wrists that have been typing or writing or preparing food and chopping. Just check in on these beautiful wrists of yours as we stand still for a moment together. Quickly, or you could do a little variation here. Whatever way you want to, but really feel those wrists, feel those fingers spreading. 2 more like this. Beautiful, and then shake it out. All right, let's get these hips going to the left and to the right. If you feel like you want to make a cool dance move, a little hip, 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 go ahead and do it. Boom, boom. Just let those hips slide. Oh, it's so good for our backs to let these hips slide. And you might find that one side doesn't go as well, I was going to say work as well, but go as smoothly as the other. That's the mindfulness. So feel that back. Feel how that lumbar spine, it just loves walking. Your back just loves this movement, this motion, side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, juice it up. Get that spine going. And now full circles. Full circles, spreading out. Letting the day go. Let's go the other way now. We're so buttoned up, right? We're so buttoned up. This isn't a movement that we would feel comfortable doing, but the body's natural way of wanting to be moving. 2 and 1. Good. Come back to center here. And stand still for a moment together. Stand still for a moment together. How's your breathing body going now? How does it feel? Does it feel like it's really choppy? Do you feel like you can open your mouth and just really let that exhale go? Do you feel like you're holding through the shoulders at all? Another 3 big breaths, just standing still for a moment. All right, last thing we're going to do before we take our seat is we're going to reach our arms up and just stretch out that lateral body. Some of you working deeper might take that opposite foot in front and just feeling yourself breathe. There's so much going on. There's so much going on in our mind chatter and our world around us. But we can just stand still for a moment. Let's come on back up. Let those arms float down, just letting all that go. Other side, reach it up, grab that wrist, take it to the second side. Maybe you even cross over. Let it go. Spread those intercostal muscles, open up those ribs, open up those lungs. That monkey chatter is wanting you to do stuff with the thoughts right now, but you're standing still for a moment, just a moment together with all the people that are here with you doing it too. Just one among many. Good. Inhale, come back up now, and we'll float those hands down. Beautiful. Let's find a seat. Now, if you'd like to take a seat in a chair or on a couch, that is awesome. I like to sit on my little perch that I got for my birthday from my beautiful children. What we want is we want the hips to be above the knees. And for today's class, I don't think we're going to use our props. I kind of want to get a vibe as to who's going to be coming to this event. So we're going to just do a little bit of this tonight, but then feedback from you will let me know more of what we want to do. But I want to do this as long as you want me to, okay? And then the Shavasana series comes out every Sunday at 2 o'clock, and that's a 20-minute relaxation sequence that comes recorded that I recommend. Tuesdays and Sundays would be a really nice chill, right? Chill out, relax, and free for you, just for you, okay? Just for all of us to get together without anything holding us back. All right, I want you to sit up nice and tall for a moment. And if you've been in my classes before, you've heard me say these things lots, but I'm hoping some of you are new to this. And so what I like to always imagine to think about, as I said, is the body is the roadmap to your thinking. And whether you're distracting yourself with drugs and alcohol or games or the news or busyness, whether you're doing that or not in your mental chatter, your body is still having the stress and the anxiety. It's still happening whether you decide to turn into it or not. And so this work that I do, and specifically on this Tuesday night class, is I'm wanting us to sit in what is happening inside of me, and am I willing to sit with it? So those first 2 steps of mindfulness, what is happening inside of me right now, and am I willing to sit with it? Sometimes we're willing to sit with our happiness. Sometimes we're willing to sit with our anxiety. Sometimes we're willing to sit with our, feelings that we have on a regular basis, but we do it so quickly that there's not any processing time. So part of this work is to just notice. So let's go through it and you'll see what I'm saying. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to find a comfortable seat. A really comfortable seat. You have opened up your ankles, you've opened your knees and your hips, you've opened the lower, middle, and upper parts of the spine, you've opened your neck, you've opened your shoulders and elbows and wrists and fingers. Is there anywhere else in your body that you feel has not had any attention to it? Give yourself some time to focus on that right now. So sometimes when we meditate, we jump into visualizing something outside of us. And I really want us to acknowledge that we first have to do the grounding in the physical body, the real, the lotus, right, through the mud. We have to check in on the physical body first, aligning it up, and then we can open ourselves. So here we are now. Our physical body feels balanced and seen. Let's check in on our breathing. Let's find a breath rhythm where our inhale and our exhale are the same length. Sit still for a moment together. You're one among many here doing this work. Sit still for a moment together. How long is your inhale? And how long is that exhale? I want you now to start to feel the sense of being a mountain. You're a mountain. It's a proud posture. You're lifting up from the breastbone, from the middle of the shoulder blades. You're lifting up. Your head is reaching upward, almost as if it's opening now into just a big, gigantic blue sky. Your tailbone is dropping down, 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 down to the center of the earth. And you can feel yourself growing in two different directions. Notice I didn't ask you to think about yourself growing into two different directions. I'm asking you to feel it. Feel yourself lengthening upward to the sky and down to the center of the earth, the longest spine you have. And again, focusing on your breath. Sit still here for a moment together. Creating a rhythm where the inhale and exhale are equal. And you're just sitting still for a moment together. Now imagine this grounding energy almost falling off the shoulders, falling off the hips, webbing yourself to the ground. As you still are lifting up, but you're so deeply connected to the ground. Your breathing rhythm is calm. And for our last bit today, for our last bit of this first class, from here, I want you to imagine that all around you is a bright, bright lake that's almost as if it's a mirror to your mountain posture. You can see your reflection. behind you, to the sides, to the front, shimmering you upward and grounding you downward equally. You can lean back into your backside, dropping the shoulders, letting that webbing pull you down, rooting you, sticking you, velcroing you down, down, down to the earth, at the same time as the reflective qualities, the mirroring qualities are floating you up, up, up to the bright sky. 1 minute here, please. Sit still for a moment together. What's going on right now for you? As we're doing this task, what's going on for you? Can you sit with that? Can you still be still? Even though there's things going on for you right now, there's chatter at you, there's thoughts. Can you sit with that? Letting that reflection shine back at you. What's going on with me right now, and can I sit with that? 1 last minute, please. Can I sit still for a moment together? And when you're ready, please take your hands to your heart. Let yourself know that you've been seen, you've been set aside to nurture time for yourself, and you are one among many. You are not alone. You are never, ever, ever alone. There's always someone who's been through what you've been through too, and perhaps right now. One among many. And we'll close up tonight bringing our hands into prayer. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to sharing with you Tuesday nights as we learn how to sit still for a moment, stand still for a moment, how we do this for ourselves together. And then Sunday on your own, doing that Shavasana course. What a wonderful way to live when you are in action and you are getting so much done and you are truly a success and you're busting a move in every way possible and you also balance out. What a wonderful life that would be. What a wonderful, wonderful life that would be for us to do together. Okay? Okay, so I look forward to your feedback. I hope this is of benefit to you as always. There's 10 of us here together. I love that. So this Saturday is the monthly retreat. Please always come. That's a 3-hour retreat, the second Saturday of every month. Take the classes if you're interested in my yoga classes. I'll put a bunch of notes here for you to see and give me your feedback. Give me your feedback. My job is to serve you. That is my job. And so I want you to tell me what it is you want. All right. Deep, deep bows to you all. May this be of benefit to you. Just pause and sit still every single day. Every single day. All right. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for coming and taking a chance on me. Let me know your feedback. All right. Namaste.